I taught an axolotl how to play Eve. He got himself an orca that he named Steve. Along. Hi. It's, let's see, March the 1st. We're into a new month, and this is Eve News and Weather. And there actually is some news this week, so I feel lucky that I have things to talk about as opposed to just going off on philosophy of games. So, getting right into it, CCP Okami came out with a mining update, which was really good. It also was missing stuff that a lot of people start to whine and complain about. And the proof is always in the pudding. So for others, they're waiting till March the 12th when the update comes out to actually see if what Okami is talking about actually comes to pass. Trust is a rare thing with EVE Online and with EVE Online players. Go figure. But thought I'd cover a few of the major talking points. One, he covered in his little chat dev blog, which I'm going to link down below. He covered the past, the present, or what's coming up March 12th, and future dreams of what he would like to see for mining. Mainly, it's null right now. That's what he's trying to fix first, is null. And there are people going, argle, bargle, bargle, because they're going that it's null because null is running CSM. It's where a lot of the mining for the big stuff happens. So you go after the big fixes first and the smaller stuff later on. So I understand the complaint. Being a high sec inhabitant, I understand and complain along with you, but null gets first kick at the can, so to speak. Iterations, this is the one thing that he said that I want to focus on, is that he's talking about iterating and evaluating every 2 weeks, and that is a blistering pace for EVE Online devs to even talk about. So the changes he's making, it's not set it and forget it and come back in 6 months, a year, never. He wants to see what the fixes have. He had a great analogy in there, and it's one I wanted to mention because I just loved it, is he said before, a lot of the issue for some people is about asteroid size, where it used to be there's $100 scattered and it's there in 20s. So you can, once you set it up, you can pick up this one, pick up that one. Now they put more ore out in the asteroids, but they scattered it further. So it's like having $200 in the field, but it's all ones and fives, which means there's a lot more work to pick it up and it's not as efficient. So you start talking about ISK per hour and not being happy about it. And that's one of the big issues that they're having with mining is ISK per hour is a measure. And if it's not making enough, people will go off and do what does make it, whether it be Ishtar ratting or whatever. They're not enjoying what's going on. They'll find something else to do. If they're not making enough profit to make it worth their while, they will find something else to do. He also talked about the future, what he hopes to see, and some of those things are part of my daydreams for mining. He does plan on looking at other parts of space once he's finished fiddling with nullsec, so high sec, wormholes, low sec will get iteration passes if he keeps on track, And also, one thing I've been pushing for a long time is the jackpot mechanism. Something where just every now and then you're mining a normal piece of rock and all of a sudden a little valuable piece flies off. And I would love to see that. I would love to see just that hit of dopamine that you get when something special happens, even if it's a random number gods smiling upon you or saying, not today, I'm going to give it to the guy over there. But all of a sudden, a miner might get a little benefit, a boost, something nice come out of it other than just the standard ISK per hour. The other thing that came out was CCP Swift, I believe, put out a blog talking about marketing. Now, I know you don't want to hear about marketing, but they're going to change how they set up sales and change the nomenclature, how they name things, so you'll be able to compare things more easily. And they're doing something that's, in my opinion, long overdue, which is get the hell rid of 90, $4.99, $15.99. They're going with nice even numbers. If it was $15.99, they're adding the penny on, and it's going to be $16. Only issue I have with that is probably he's talking US. So the rest of the countries are going to be whatever the exchange rate is, and it's not going to come out in nice even numbers. We're going to be looking at, well, hell, I'm Canadian, and given the exchange rate these days, $20.73 for what's $15 for somebody else. It is what it is. Going over to the weather real fast, because I'm really trying to keep these things fast and short and sweet. Movements in the alliances and corporations. There has been some. Two things struck me that I want to mention to you as part of the movements. One is Brave Collective is losing about 5% of their players in the past 7 days. I don't know if they're moving to some other war section, but Brave Collective dropped 300 players and Brave United dropped 200, and that's roughly 5% of their players. The big change, though, that happened was a new alliance suddenly sprang up with 13 new corporations and had a delta is how fast things change, of 3,000 by adding all these corporations, called Black Market Industries, and they're the biggest move this week. They do not own any SOB, so they exist as an alliance, but not on the map yet. I talked last week about sabers being rattled and that sort of thing. No major wars kicked off, but these movements make me wonder what's going on in the background, what are the plans, that sort of thing. If you have any information and you want to talk to somebody who will probably tell everybody else, you're welcome to contact me. Other than that, I'll put the 2 blog links down below, plus the SOB map that I'm looking at and the changes map, so that's 4 links I gotta remember to put up. You have yourselves a nice day, and I shall talk to you in about a week or thereabouts. Sláinte.